Hello. Sorry, that was really loud. Hello. How's it going? How is it? How is it doing? How is it grooving? It's an art day. We're making fashion. We're gonna be making planetary fashion. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, you know, I was gonna do something before we started. There was actually some other things that I forgot to do too. I had to watch the dogs this morning. My grandma had an appointment, so there's a bunch of stuff that I didn't do because I was making sure they were all right. Solar box, that's spot. There we go. There we go. Now I'll turn it off and turn it back on. Turn it back on. There we go. Okay. Let me wake it up. Or make sure that it's awake. Hello? Bot? Stop. It automatically turns back off. Help. It's not on. What's going on? What's going? Oh, that's not one of my commands anymore. Sorry. How about this one? There we go. Okay. What else was I doing? There was a visual thing that I wanted to make. I showed it a couple weeks ago now, because I was on break last week. But I made a thing about my planet. Doesn't that sound ominous? Can I get a square? Can I get a square? There we go. Let me see how fast I can make it. If my computer starts chugging, I apologize. Videos. Do it. Take it out. We'll see if it works. Ooh. But yeah, the plan today is to draw stuff, you know? Stuff, some fashion stuff based on my planet. Well, it's more so that we're figuring out how fashion works on my planet. I have an idea of some of the stuff. Like, we're starting with winter today. Since this is like the project for the month. And today's is winter. We're probably gonna get through sketching all of them, but I'm gonna focus on the formal and traditional ones. We're gonna do about 2 each style. So we have each season of the year. It's a 4-season planet, and then we have formal / traditional wear, and then casual wear, and then modern wear, which is just like another version of casual, but it's not really like laid back, you know? It's just some other versions of a everyday kind of wear. What else? So we're doing about 2 for each one. We're gonna focus mostly on the formal and traditional today, but we're gonna sketch out all of them just to like make sure that we do each one. I'm thinking we're gonna do a season a day. Well, a season a week. So this week we do winter. I sketched them all. And then we gotta focus on the detailing a bit. Maybe even some technical stuff. There's because we're focusing by species as well, I'm not gonna go into like how the other species dress because I haven't quite gotten enough detail on how they work yet. Gotten into enough detail on how they work yet in writing. So I have some stuff to think about before that happens. But my species, the elves, the gazers, I have a pretty good idea of how our stuff works. So that's why we're focusing on elves today. And I'm gonna be using myself as a model, so we don't have to like make up random elves, but I might play around with it as time goes on through the month. Sorry, I'm getting a text about work. Give me just a sec. Oh, I was already working that one. Okay. Sorry. Texting about work. Texting about work. There we go. What was I saying? We might, as the month goes on, like, make up some elves, you know, just as models to show other forms. But also, gazers dress pretty gender neutral in a lot of ways. It's just like our body shapes, you know, change how the clothing works. And people, like, retailor their clothes and stuff, but overall. Oh, it's chugging. It's chugging. Oh, my computer's chugging. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Here, I'll pause the music so it doesn't chug as well. Chugging. It's not bad. Can I... Now, here's the real question. Can I now download it with a transparent background? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Sorry. Oof. Oops. Went to this. And then... No. Okay. Then if I... This. And then this. This is gonna be so... This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Promise. It's gonna be so great. Load. Download it. I'm sorry if the internet cuts out. I'm under tornado watch anyways, so like, you know how it is. I'll have the BGM back on as soon as this finishes downloading. But I will be the primary model for this, especially since I can like change my appearance more or less. I can change my hair length and stuff like that. So that makes it a little bit easier, you know, to just use myself as the model. But yeah, it's pretty general. Like, even if there is gendered clothing, it doesn't. It usually just means that we can switch between wearing it or not wearing it. You know, even if it's gendered, like, one can wear it. It's clothing. So that's kind of the vibe that we're gonna be going for. I really want to focus on the formal and traditional wear today. For winter, it's the first thing that I like had a very solid idea of. So, we're probably gonna work on that the longest. I'm gonna sketch out all of them first for winter, and then we'll go into the detail of like each category: the formal, traditional, the casual, and the modern. We'll probably focus on the formal and traditional today, and then do casual and modern tomorrow. That means that there's 4 tomorrow and 2 today, but like, it's a very different set, you know? But that's essentially the difference between each category. We're gonna be 2 and 2 each, so that's just how it'll be. What was I saying? Let me see if it's finished. Nope, it's not even partway done. I think streaming is messing with it. I'll do it another time. I'll save it for now. Save it. There we go. Close that thing. There's the BGM again. Let me actually check my volume and all that, because I didn't really like how it was sounding. When I was listening to it yesterday. Listening to the VOD yesterday. Oh. Formal traditional wear, what I'm gonna start with, so let me switch over there. Oh, that sounds fun. Okay. Sorry, I was putting my phone back down. Doing a final check, making sure everything's in order. We're good. I'm kind of tiny. Why am I so tiny? Oh, because I was drawing it. Because of Passepartout. I didn't pull out my tablet. Let me do that. I'd say it's been a pretty chill week, honestly. We're almost halfway through it. Nothing crazy's happened. This tornado watch is probably the craziest, honestly. Done. There we go. But yeah, I've been excited to do this. Oh, keep touching my hand to my Gatorade. Cold. Got it out of the fridge. I made sure to get water today as well. I forgot that on Monday. Alright. I'm going with general shapes for now, and then, as I said, we'll go into detail, but I want to get down the shape of what I was thinking of. It may not be super clear at the moment, but it will get clearer. Hopefully. What was the other one? The other one was not quite that high. Like that. And then it was kind of yeah. Okay. Oh, that's working. And then there was I'm sure some of the general elements are coming through, but I wanted to have be kind of universal through it. I haven't warmed up at all today. These are very general. Oh, I know what I was thinking. Oops. It should be on this one. Alright. So that's all of them sketched out. Checking crop because I realized I adjusted it a bit last. Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna develop these two in the formal wear. Formal. So the first one is probably the most traditional in a sense. It is probably one of the oldest styles on Ithod. And it's usually made of more natural materials. Gonna make it fur, but then I forgot I did the inverse. This one needs to be made of woven plant pattern on the top. It's not quite correct, but here. I'm gonna make this smaller now. And do a bit of body sketching first. And then Actually, in this case, my hair has to be a little different. Being the traditional wear. It is very purposefully wider than this is. This is actually too short. Oh. And now the bottom part is animal fur. Probably something equivalent to like sheep or alpaca fur. Wool, I suppose. Where it's shaved off. This is still cutting at the wrong spot. There we go. Choose wooden. Yeah, I am gonna draw a version without the jacket. And more T-pose like. And the hat. I have to add the hat. The hat is very important. Tiny. There we go. And one downy. I'm not gonna put the hat on this one because that would be... there's not enough space. But on the second one version of this that we're gonna draw here with the jacket off, I'll put the hat. Alright. And then... it's too long. Huh? Something like this. I'm doing this to add, like, adjustable sleeve length. Like, the wide sleeves is nice, but sometimes, you know, you gotta cut off the cold air. Get it out of there. So this is a strap for making it adjustable for that. And then there's essentially suspenders. Also adjustable rope. Everything in this outfit has to be made from, like, natural materials. Like, they take a very long time to create these kinds of outfits. Because actually not everyone wears them. It's a very traditional kind of thing. Kind of like in the way that more modernly, yukatas are worn for celebrations and stuff like that. Or kimonos. And the only people you'll see them wearing like more frequently is people who work in very traditional fields. So that's kind of the vibe. That's kind of the vibe here for this one. Anyone can technically wear them if they like buy or make one, but not everyone does. It's kind of an outdated kind of traditional. But when you do see them, you know that person worked to get that outfit. There has to be some kind of belt here. Sewn into the fur. So I suppose the hemming would look kind of like if this is the adjustable part of it here, then this part is where it's hemmed from the inside, and then for extra security it's hemmed here at this line, and then it goes down kind of like that, if that makes sense. That's just the level of detail my brain going through this. It comes over to here. Gazer's got pretty long legs. They're probably their longest limb. So, limbs. So they get cold easy, you know? All that height. That's why this part was formally fur rather than just continuing with the woven fabrics. Well, let's do this one with the closed sleeve adjustment. I should probably braid them together, that way they don't get caught on anything. Yeah, there we go. The god of caffeine. Out of your coffee. I don't drink coffee, so sorry. It's the only place I can teleport to. You know? No? You know? Popping out of people's coffee is quite the magic trick, honestly. How are you doing today, Kasu? I'm gonna fill my water bottle. In 2 seconds. Make sure I don't spill anything. There we go. And I'm gonna shake it all up. We're doing some concept style stuff today. I'm making some fashion choices. Doing good. If not considering the near lethal amount of caffeine in my body. You know, you always got a lethal amount of caffeine in your body from what I understand. How are you? I'm doing good. Sorry, I'm shaking up my water bottle. I am under a tornado watch at the moment, so if the internet or something cuts out, I'll be good, but like, the internet will not be. So, just be aware. If the quality is also bad, it's probably because it's a storm, you know? Well, that ain't good. Yeah, it's around that time where, like, the weather is changing enough that, like, they just kind of happen sometimes. It's just a watch, though, so I'm not too worried. Today we're mainly working on the winter outfits I have here. These two over here. In the top left. But tomorrow, we'll be doing the other two. But I want to focus on doing some concept stuff. We also have problems with the internet. For example, ice. Yeah, ice is I'm sure another big problem for internet. Not a lot of ice where I live. Not unless it's like raining the night before and then it gets really cold in the morning. Oh, I didn't open my bottle. I gotta add more. Drink! Sorry for all the thunking and bunking of my water bottle. Expected to be negative 39 Celsius? Whoa. That is quite low. Make sure you stay warm. Drink coffee if you gotta. To do so. Ooh. Unless you like iced coffee. Get some fresh ice from outside. That would be nasty. Don't do that. Warm? What's that? Exactly. Then, if not warm, humid? Iced coffee? Never. Only black coffee and espresso. Ugh. I mean, I think iced coffee can technically be black coffee, right? Because the ice would melt into water, and you would just like be mixing it further into the black coffee. If you measure it out correctly. Theoretically, but I prefer it hot. That's fair. I am the same way with hot chocolate. Once it like cools down at a certain amount, it's just not good. I'm not gonna actually worry about the shoes on this one. Let's actually show the sock, though. These are bundled up. I like my coffee hot, strong, and bitter. Ooh. Ugh. What does this dress remind me of? Kimono? That's what it's kind of based on. A lot of the traditional wear idea for this one is in the realm of kimono and... I have like this image in my head, but I don't remember where the location was. It's somewhere by the Alps, I think. Outfit. Switzerland? No. Oh, fantasy. Well, not quite since Switzerland, but like in that northern area, you know? I think it might actually be somewhere in Russia that I'm thinking of. I know that's not near the Alps. I know that Switzerland is... I know that the Alps are in Switzerland, but I'm thinking of something just similar. It was in the conversation that I'm thinking of because the outfits that I'm thinking of are traditional to... Switzerland isn't northern? Yes, it is. It's more northern than my northern. Could you be talking about Finland? Maybe? Hold on. My Google's all kinds of messed up now. Switzerland is more northern than where I am. That's why I thought of it as northern. Finland traditional outfits. It's not quite that either. Oh, it is kind of actually. I think this is close to what I'm thinking of. That's Russian. Now that I look at closer, it reminds me of our traditional women's dress. There's this picture that I remember seeing on Tumblr a very long time ago of... I reblogged it at one point. Of like... What was it? It was wedding wear? Traditional wedding wear? I'll find it so I can show it. Now that we're in the conversation of it. And it had like a whole bunch of traditional stuff. And then there was another one after that that I liked. There's this one. And where is it? Interesting. Thank you. I don't see it. Let me try just Google, Tumblr searching it. Traditional wedding wear. Because it's an old post, honestly. Like, the post that I'm thinking of has been on Tumblr. I see it, like, once a year around wedding season. Because it's just cool to see, like, what a bunch of people wear for weddings and stuff like that. some of it was Siberian, I think, but there's such a specific image coming to my mind. I can't think of what it actually was, though. It was on a conglomerated post of traditional wear. That's too bad. Can't seem to find it. Like the top of the Tumblr search. I found another one, though, that's Siberian traditional wear, and it's very similar to what I was thinking of. Siberian bruh, Finland has almost the exact same dress line. This one, though, I think this is Siberian. Let me read. The Sakha Republic? Yakutia. Yukta. Oh, it is Russian. Let's see. Which one is closest to what I was thinking of? This one probably is closest to what I was thinking of because of the, like, big shapeliness of the outfit. This is an old one that I saw a very long time ago. Fashion. Dang, I reblog a lot of fashion stuff, huh? Try to get more and more to reblogging, like, stuff that I find, because I like the historical context of a lot of stuff. Oh, this is a good for, like, the kimono stuff that I was thinking of. Hold on. I think it's this one. This is kind of what I was thinking of with in regards to, like, similar style to a kimono. Russians can't stand coldness. It's in that, like, Victorian style. It's where, like, it was tea gown style, but there was a lot of Western influence following, like, Western influence. So, the whole, like, rope and then keeping the long sleeves, but also adjusting certain aspects of the traditional wear. This is more actually the second one that we're gonna do. This one over here. In regards to, like, adapting the traditional wear into something a little moderner. Something like that. Where is... I'm in another tag that I have now. It's getting closer. Oh, this is wedding wear. Oh, is this the one? If I find it. If I find it. Oh, I didn't find it. That was the post I was thinking of, though. I'll just show this post. It's very cool to see, like, all of the different kinds of fashion that people do for weddings. Here. Boom, ba boom. Nope, that's not the right one. This one. There we go. So, this is, like, someone was talking about how boring tuxes and stuff are, and then people just, like, posting a whole bunch of traditional wedding wear. Scotland, India, Sudan, China. This is also something I was thinking of, like, in the China wear, the kind of headdress style and the high collar part. I really like the way collars sit up on a person like that. So that's a big part of the general wear and styling of all of the fashion that we're gonna be doing for this project. There's a lot of like high-collared stuff. It also feels very elf-like, which is kind of what I am, you know? So that plays a part. The Nigerian wear is very nice. I like it. Indonesia. I love all the gold. Dude, Indonesia kills it whenever they have time to do like traditional costume stuff. It's fantastic. Mongolia. Very nice, very nice. Ghana, Ethiopia. I like when there's so much gold and stuff for weddings. It's very nice. To be honest, I don't know almost anything about this dress stuff. That's fine. It's just cool fashion. Poland. This is the picture that I always think of because I think they always look so cute. I think they're so cute. They look so happy. I also like the giant bouquet of flowers. I think that's very cool. More of a blacksmith than a dress expert. Yeah. I think that's fair. I think most people are more likely to be interested in blacksmithing stuff than fashion stuff, especially wedding dresses. I just think that the different stylings of traditional wear, it's just so cool. I love all of this like embroidery they have. This one's Romania. It's very nice. I like all the little flowers and stuff. And then like it's just so simple, but also so nice. This is also Russia. Well, this is Russia, and this is also Russia down here. And this is also another one that I was thinking of. The way that it sits kind of wide open at the bottom of the shirt, and then also is a skirt. I think that's very cool. Norway. Japan. Oh, Japanese wedding dress. That's very cool. I like also this. This is also something that I was thinking of in regards to the new outfit I'm going to be doing. I like the big wide shape. I like that it kind of billows out with the sleeves as well when you stand a certain way. It's very cool. If I had a fantasy character from a specific race, most definitely be a dwarf. I do have dwarves on my planet, so you'd have a place. I think dwarves are very cool as well, like the whole culture of various blacksmithing to carving to like essentially just handcrafts in general is very cool. Damn, the red and white. The white and red look nice. Oh, this one? Hungry? I think that's very cool. It's very medieval. In a very nice way, though. Like, it's very... Oh, it's excellent. I like that it's also... It looks like it's almost velvet material on the Japanese. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's also very nice. Yes. Yes, yes. I think the way Japanese kimonos are layered is so cool. It seems very time-consuming, but also it's very cool. New Zealand, Fiji. I love the Fiji dress that she has here. Like, it's very modern, but also I love that it's like very like plant material. I like that. I like the plant material texture. Tonga. This as well. Also very traditionally cut. Guys as well. I like that he's got the big it's not a skirt because he's obviously wearing pants here, but it's very cool. Currently making my smithing myself. A Gyoto knife for cooking. Also on the subject of Japan. Gonna carve kasu and kanji on the blade. Nice! Man, making a knife. I used to watch those YouTube videos like all the time. The ones where people would make blades. Nice. And then the rest of this is just general flash and stuff. But yeah. Let me go back to Clip Studio. That's kind of like where I'm coming from with the traditional side of the outfits here. My typing is very bad today, I see. I don't think so. I understood what you were saying. Even if you like misspell something, if I get the vibe, you know, I'm not gonna say anything. I make enough typos that I can't say anything. Let me mix a little bit more Gatorade into my water. It's starting to even out, so. And yes, I mix my Gatorade and my water. It's because I like the flavor of Gatorade, but I can't drink it straight out. Otherwise it messes with my teeth. I had one summer where I drank almost nothing but Gatorade, and let's just say my teeth were forever affected by it. Finally, the caffeine has chilled down now. Nice. You've evened out. Where am I? Here. I was doing the socks. It should definitely be above the ankles. So you're feeling mellowed. You got the energy, but not too much energy. I can now stay still without my legs shaking. Yeah. That's good. Only time I really drink caffeine in like an energy drink or something is when I like know I gotta stay up for a while, but also when I go to sleep, I need to like sleep, you know? Because my caffeine crashes are pretty much just sleeping well. It's almost always like a late night where I have to do something, so I drink an energy drink to stay up. These are also still thick socks. Let me note that. Thick socks. So they're built up a little bit around. I can't really show the shape of the foot. Fun fact, I only drank 2 cups today. One regular coffee. Second one was my self-made espresso. I see. How much is usually in like a Monster? Because I don't drink Monster all at once. But I do drink it fairly often. $86 milligrams? 200 milligrams of caffeine a lot? Doesn't cause any significant harmful effects in healthy people. Is 300 milligrams a lot? Hill recommends 300 milligrams per day for adults. Oh. The recommended limit for caffeine intake is about 400 per day. You're going over quite a bit. Be careful, okay? I know it's good. But 300 is recommended, so... You know. Well, moving on. Oh, this is cute. I like that hat. Hold on. And yet I'm still standing. I like this hat. I'm gonna put it here so I don't forget it. I like the shape of it and the way it has decoration on it. It's very cool. I'm looking at the Finnish traditional wedding stuff. According to Google, at least. I'm not gonna be basing this hat off of this. I already know, like, what hat I'm gonna be doing in this case, but I do like that. I don't know why. Your drawing reminds me a lot of Senko-san. Senko. Oh, I could see that. I mean, the Shrine Maiden outfit's a very traditional style, and this, like, cut where... Am I on a new layer? Okay. This cut here, and the way that the sleeves attach is pretty common in Japanese traditional clothing. The way that it billows out and, like, just the general form of it is very common if you've seen anime and stuff like that, for kimono styles and stuff like that. The Japanese elegance is very simple. It's gonna be Helpful Fox Senko Season 2. Maybe. Maybe. You don't know what other species there are. For now, it needs a Season 2. For real, it needs a Season 2. I mean, I haven't seen the first one. It definitely looks cute. And I haven't heard a lot about it, actually. I see it pop up every so often in, like, gift posts and stuff like that. But I haven't heard too much. What's the hat that I'm thinking of? Mawari. This one I actually need a reference for, because I'm kind of adapting it as well. Mawari? No. Himawari? What's the Kiriko skin? Matsuri? Hinamatsuri? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Kiriko skins. Basically about a fox girl. Highly recommend. It's basically about a fox girl taking care of a man literally about to work himself to death. Has nice comedy and cuteness. Oh, nice. This is the one that I'm thinking of. But what is it called? What's the name for it? Hello, can I... Mute. There we go. It is Matsuri. Yeah, there we go. It's just called Matsuri hat, huh? Open image, copy image. Main character Naoko is a horny to foxtails. So he's a furry. Almost. Yeah. That's what they all say. I say as someone who's friends with many furries. Honestly, they've probably convinced me more than anyone else that anyone who enjoys animal stuff, like animal aesthetically, is a furry. Okay, so this is kind of the hat style that I'm basing this off of. TBH, they have many funny, cute, and relaxing anime to recommend. Is there one that you think of and you're like, oh yeah, that's a slice of life? If I had to describe an anime as a slice of life, that's a slice of life. Is that something that I have been wondering about? Is if people see like a certain genre as slice of life, or if there's just, it's just everywhere, you know? Yes, K-On! You know? That's pretty classically slice of life. But I also say, like, well, no, that's just classically slice of life. No hesitation, yeah. The one that I think most people who watch current anime and stuff like that, like, they like to see what comes out every season, has been Yuru Camp, the camping anime, which isn't surprising. I would say it's very similar to the whole cute girls doing cute stuff genre. And, all that. It goes pretty hand in hand with the concept of slice of life, too. But I think K-On's definitely chiller in some ways. K-On got my absolute respect when they tried to speak Finnish. They failed, but I still respect the try. Yeah. I feel like there was this like joke in a anime back in the day of foreigners and just the one character that speaks their language, you know? It happened a lot with like American foreigners and stuff, where American foreigner would like go up to the girls and be like, "Excuse me, can you help me find this?" And then one of the girls would panic and the other would be like chill and just give directions or something. I always thought that was very funny. Haven't heard of that. It's not as common now. I think the most recent example of that I can think of happened in bookseller? What's his name? The Skeleton Bookseller? The little gag anime manga where the main character works at a book place and they get a whole bunch of foreigners who come for like doujinshi and stuff like that. But I feel like it used to happen all the time as a little gag in comedy anime, where a foreigner would just like appear while the group is out and about and stuff. It's very funny. Interesting, yeah. And it wasn't always an American. Sometimes it was just like a European in general, you know? Just someone who didn't speak Japanese. Oh, I see. So it's closed at the top. The hat's closed at the top. And then it opens out. Alright, I gotta adjust this hat position. Let's distort. Needs to be more like this. I have another hat that's based off of this hat and has been modernly adapted. I suppose it can't be quite that high, actually. Oops. Needs to be a little shorter. Because we gotta put a little witch hat on top. Imagine the faces of Japanese people when someone says, in a heavy Turk accent? Yeah. I mean, probably would happen in America too. I didn't even attempt it. As you saw. Let's see. How do I... How far back am I gonna bend the hat is the question, honestly. But I suppose in English at least, you would recognize that it's just a language you can't speak. I suppose in Japanese it's very jarring. Or like in the way that Americans always in like language conversations are like, German is so aggressive. It's always so aggressive sounding. I feel like I see that one in language TikToks a lot. Like a person has 3 different accents. I love making my friends' brains go blanks every time I switch my accent mid-talk. It's very fun. It's very fun when someone speaks multiple languages and is like, wait, what's going on here? Why can I scroll wheel? And like, plays around with it, you know? Why can I scroll wheel here? There's nothing to... Can I adjust it so it doesn't do that? No, I can't. Awesome! I'll just deal with the fact that I know that now about my tool set and I can't change it. Awesome. Awesome. Did I change the side of my pen? No, I didn't. Okay. Just making sure. I suppose it can't bend quite that far back because I need to put the pendulum on there. Okay, so this is something that I am gonna explain about lore and stuff, as it has to do with my next outfit as well. There is a pendulum mechanism that we use. Oh, hold on. We'll be talking about regular stuff, and then I whip out the Aussie accent. Yeah. It's very funny to see, like, an actor that you know speaks another language use a different accent, especially when they really nail it, you know? That's very funny. So the pendulum is like a thing that is... It has multiple uses. It comes in different sizes. And it's just like... Its most common use is just to mark time. On traditional outfits, it's worn above the hat. Or as a hat. because it's not as cumbersome as the adventured version, which I'll explain in a second here. Hey bro, did you do the homework? Well, I didn't, but I can do it right now. I won't have enough time. No, Lane, what are you talking about? Push back them pesky emus. Yeah. Oh. My phone just scared me. Sorry. For some reason I can't draw a pendulum. That doesn't really work. Okay, I'll go back to the wide open design then. Fun fact, after World War I, Austria started a war against the emus. Yeah, I know about that one. The Great Emu War, where they trampled a bunch of farms. And we hired soldiers to kill the emus. They didn't really. And then they made a film about it, which just gave sympathy to the emus who they were killing. Yeah. Still don't get how they list how they lost to the birds. Yeah. I mean, yeah. To be fair, emus big. Emu's scary. I'm sure they're pretty muscular too. Having to run around all the time. So this is a general pendulum worn on the hat. As it goes back and forth, that marks time. So once it reaches the opposite side, that is 12 hours. And once it gets back, that's 24 hours. It's a different planet, but like, there's no better way to explain time than with one that already exists. Let's compare Finland to Australia. Finland pushed back Big Bird. Push back Big Bird. You know? Finland managed to push back the big Soviet army multiple times. Australia did almost nothing in World War II. Also lost to birds. It's just how it happens sometimes. America has lost wars that they started, so doesn't mean that anyone can't lose a war to birds. No, that was the drawing. Hold on. Oh, where'd my shoes go? Oh no, did I accidentally delete the shoes? I did. I deleted the socks. That's too bad. Alright. But that still works. Oops. I didn't want to move all of them over. we go. So that's one traditional outfit done. Traditional winter outfit done. I'll write down the details of it later. There is a technical aspect that I want to detail in regards to the pendulums real quick. Did way too good against the Soviet army. That's how war is. Let me open this one. This is gonna be the 2.0 model. As you can see, I've already started drafting it out. Wearing a bodysuit. Don't worry about anything there. But this is the pendulum in its larger size, the adventure size. And essentially, the pendulum adventure size can transform and turn its screens into like hard surfaces and like light surfaces. It has essentially like molding properties. If you've ever seen Nier Automata and the way the characters sit when you go to fish or something like that, that's essentially what these can do. But they use them as like covers and stuff like that. Gotta go now, see ya? Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Much appreciated. I hope you have a good night. Don't drink too much more caffeine. Keep it easy. I hope you have a good time at school as well. I hope it's going well for you. But that's essentially the difference between this little pendulum and the bigger ones that I will be doing in the future. Alright, let me hide these ones. I can do the next one, which is not. This is traditional in the folder. And the other one is formal. And on it. Gonna refresh the chat. At the traditional wear again. We're gonna be doing this one now. This one. And this is just formal, like modern formal almost. So it's gonna be very different. Hold on, my glasses are hurting. Alright. This one is probably gonna be more modern fantasy style? I don't know how to explain the fantasy that I'm thinking of. How do I do this thing that I'm thinking of? So, the way I'm thinking about this one with the things is that it's like netting that comes up and rests around the face. Not like directly on it. It like looks like it is on it, but not really. But it comes from the opposite side. And it like opens up in the back as well. So it like does this. I have this shape going in the wrong way. Let's go like this. In this formal wear, it definitely takes that like high collar look that I was talking about and exaggerates it. This is definitely like, it's not as like recognizable as the traditional wear, but it's still formal in the idea that like if you saw a noble elf, a noble gazer, this is something that they would be wearing. Something similar to what they would be wearing, you know? It's formal in that kind of sense. Hold on. There's this weird sound outside. Give me 2 seconds. The wind's picking up quite a bit. I'm gonna leave my headphones off, and you guys can listen to the music. If something happens, or if the power goes out or something, I want to be aware before it happens. I don't want to get jump scared by it. I don't think like a tornado is gonna form or something like that. But I want to be aware in case the wind picks up and still starts like being a problem, you know? Because it could still knock out the internet or something like that. What was I doing? Yeah, okay. This shape should be like this. One isn't open enough. I did all of that, but not quite correct. To be something more like this. And the waist. What is a modern zipper? What does a modern hidden zipper look like? Is it just fold over? Oh. What does this have to do with hidden zipper? Oh, that's cool. Frock jacket. Interesting. Not quite what I'm looking at. Oh. It is. Actually, based on this picture, it looks. Hold on. I think I have to copy and paste this. So I can zoom. Image. Paste it. It's not a zipper. It's a button up. But this has a zipper. So it's like, wearing compression pants? That's awesome. I suppose the jacket is the focus in this. But, what I'm thinking of is not this, like, style of, you know, flap where it has that square that you can see. Where you can see, like, where the hemming of it stops here. I'm using a mouse when I have my pen. Like, this part here, I don't want that. I want to see something that, like, has the zipper, but you don't see where it attaches to. But it still has to, like, make sense. You know? There still has to be, like, a logical attachment. I suppose actually putting it into the hem that would naturally exist might work. Like the old style zipper suits. Women's zipper suits. That's what I'm looking at. This. Where like if there was, if the zipper was thin enough, you wouldn't see it through all this fabricing. But I do like the addition of the charm there. So maybe the zipper is microscopic enough, or like small enough that it's hidden within the natural hems. So if I say these are the natural hems, and there's technically a zipper in there, would that work? I'm essentially just making a front flap parachute pants. Something in here has to be adjustable, otherwise it doesn't work. Because if it zips up this way, unless just one side of it, unless it's both sides of it, but it's over top of one another. So if you, let's say this is a belt. Say this is just a belt by itself, like an obi. And then I'm drawing the bottom of the pants, so I don't have to worry about, like, we can, like, logic through this properly. Not quite correct. Shouldn't be cut off. Cuffed. C-U-F-F. Probably be like this. And this part is a belt, right? So the way it works, maybe it's not a belt. Maybe it's actually part of the pants. Because if it was a belt, that wouldn't make sense. So as pants, it opens up. Inner hem here. And there's a part of the hem that comes out this way. And then another part. Hold on. This is all one. It looks like it's all one piece. One piece. Hold on. There has to be a way to show this. So small waist. Well, any waist. Doesn't have to be small in this case. Pants. time comes up, their high-rise pants, and come out to the front. Right, and here there's a piece of fabric that comes out. Here there's a piece of fabric that comes out. Because what I was originally thinking was maybe this whole piece is what zips up, but it would be down here. That feels a little too loose. Like if it goes forward, then it's more likely to just sag down that way. Like if this comes out, then it's just gonna slide down. But if it comes around, if you have to tighten it around yourself and be adjustable in some ways. So you pull one strap or one side over first, zip it into place, and then you take this side, one, and then number two, this side over, and zip it into place. And then it doesn't move, right? I would assume. Fold over, zip. That's secured. And then other side, zip. But how would it then be adjustable? What about that is adjustable? It has to zip in a certain spot. I suppose hooks would be the alternative. Like hooking it into place, but then you have the possibility of the hook coming loose. You can't have like multiple. You could have multiple zippers, multiple zip placements that all go into one, maybe. Like if you start looser and then zip up, but I suppose that would just be suggesting that it's tightening whatever you have rather than adjusting to it. Clothing design is hard. In that case, the top up would still be the better option for zipping. Sorry, the bottom up. This way, where the panel comes out. And you have to zip it up at the tops here. Because then at least you might, I guess that's why some things have like adjustable straps on the sides, like on the sides here. Like I've seen that on pants before, where the inside has an adjustable strap that tightens the back of it, or loosens the back of it, because it doesn't go all the way through, it just goes through the back. And then you can tighten it so that the back tightens up. That would look odd, wouldn't it? The back tightened up. But I can't do the opposite side now because the front has zippers. Unless the back had some kind of folding design to it, I suppose. Try that. So let's assume the adjustable straps are there. The back Draw some legs. And hip. So back of the waist has to have some kind of design that would make sense if you had to adjust it, right? Or if it was looser. It has to fit both. So tighten the inside, zip it up, look at the back. Back by then would look like, tighten it up. And then this part kind of folds in, right? Because you're tightening on the sides. So these parts would tighten up. They would fold this. There'd probably be an inner fold here because nothing here can move. So if the back has pinstripe, not pinstripe, what's it called? Back seam? That back seam design? That would give it a natural place to fold into. But then you would still have like the scrunches on the top half, right? What would you do with that? What an elf can do to make folds look better. Probably become some kind of aesthetic choice there, right? Like an accessory or a charm or something, similar to the back of the shirt that I showed, because that's an aesthetic choice for something that is otherwise like breaking the form of the outfit, right? If you just see this choice is made because if you just see the zipper, then it's kind of breaking the rest of the form. It looks too mechanical in that case. But by adding the charm, right, you're adding this sense of unity between the choice of the zipper and the rest of the outfit. Because it's not even that it's like a red hook or a red loop, it's a black loop. Match back up. That's what I'm talking about when I say what would an aesthetic choice for this be by Elf. And charm, and that's also why I say that charm is like probably the way that they'd go. Because it's just obviously a logical continuation of that, right? But what's something plainer? Another zipper? No. Something that would work for both tight and loose style. Oh. You're adjusting the back first before you zip. Maybe it doesn't have to be on the inside. Maybe it can be on the outside. Like a corset. Because even though a corset works in one or the other, front or back, it still has like a logic of being adjustable, right? So if I make the adjustable strap actually come out through the back, that kind of leads into the adjustability, but also makes it kind of aesthetically give some look to it, you know? And I have the braids obviously from the traditional outfitting, so having some kind of braided form in the back could also work. And it wouldn't be so tight as to like be a problem. You would zip up first and then make sure that it's closed in the back. Would you adjust the back first? And then, yeah, you'd probably adjust the back first, because then you wouldn't have to adjust it nearly as often as the zipper. But if it's not zipped, it's a complicated outfit for formal wear. Formal wear is always complicated. Don't think too much about it. That's just my brain going off. But I think that also kind of works. I think I logicked just enough to make it work for a fantasy, sci-fi fantasy aesthetic. Now, how would a pendulum fit onto this one? Also, this is just kind of the layout, not actually on person yet. Let me try it out. I'd say long hair is still a part of formal design. The way that it is in traditional. It's not having the appeal that I wanted. How can I make it have that appeal I was thinking? Still not quite there. Still doesn't really work. Maybe it's in The neck design. Vibe that I'm wanting when it comes across, right? When it drapes across the shoulders, it's a little too a little too comfortable. Hello, hamburger. Long time no see. How are you doing today? You're meowing. Meow meow. Hi. Doing well, how are you? I'm doing alright. We are doing some concept kind of stuff today. I'm trying to work on some formal wear. We already did traditional. Okay, I suppose I can move it back over. This is the traditional wear, and specifically winter wear. I'm trying to work out why it's not quite working for this one. I'm keeping probably the pants, but I think I'm changing the high collar look for something else. Other than that, I'm doing alright. We got a tornado watch going on right now, so I don't have my headphones on. But you know, I'm just keeping an ear out for the wind. I doubt there's gonna be a tornado, but it's getting pretty windy outside. Pretty windy. Perhaps the problem is I don't know. I think I just have to rethink the jacket. The collar. Tornado? Yeah. It's not uncommon this time of year as the weather cools down a lot. And then it gets hotter because of rain and stuff. Down a lot. A lot of airflow is going on. There's also some kind of like a thunderstorm. So, it can happen. We don't really get tornadoes, though. It's just high winds usually. But it's supposed to go on until like 9 o'clock tonight, and it's only 4 o'clock, so I'm just being careful. If the internet goes out, I apologize. Internet in my area can sometimes be finicky when the weather gets like this, so I wonder if we can do the hood instead, actually. Where's the hood to informal of a style? Not bad, actually. Giving kind of a cloak, but just enough. Logically. Also be a hood. I like that. Do that. There's also some guys doing construction stuff outside, so. Actually, it feels like it's been a bit since they started doing that. And they might have stopped. Winds might have been getting too intense. Because they were like sawing through metal or something. Sounded crazy, dude. But they weren't doing it all too long ago. I'm not worried. I think that works. I need the hair to be long. Also not, I think the problem also is that it's not quite giving winter, you know? Whoops. Wait, how did I do that? Okay, I see. I was like, how did I adjust it if it's locked? But that makes sense. I clicked by accident the wrong thing. The form is also not correct on the legs. Needs to thin out, get larger. Seeing Dungeon Meshi come out has given me, and catching up on Freerun, seeing Freerun continue its season, has given me interest in making sure I do some elf things. And one of the things that I've been wanting to do is figure out planetary fashion. So I have an idea of like what future outfits could look like if they're more lore based or something like that, you know? Especially since my next model will have an actual base to it that I can work off of. The last two models I made, I had to remake my like entire model build to make it work. So it doesn't work as well with the long hair, I think. Maybe if I add a little bit of updo. Just a little bit. That works a little better, because then it kind of layers out. And what about this is formal? I suppose this jacket's all one piece. One Piece! Dude, the new One Piece opening? Cracked. New favorite opening. I'm not even talking about the song. The song's good, but like, the animation is top tier, dude. It's like, it's everything that I love about animation. And it definitely like fits going into the next arc. Well, not really going into, they were already technically going into Future Island. But just like, it's cool. It's cool to see. It makes it feel like progression. Toei kind of sucks, but you know, that's a different story. Also, Mappa. Doro Hey Doro got a new season announced. It's by Mappa still. But I saw people pointing out that they won't be working with Mappa anymore. Which is interesting. Like, they made the stance. I think it was a French animation studio? And they like formally put out the stance in an interview that they won't be working with Mappa. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that turns out. Especially compared to how it seems One Piece animators were treated when they participated in like all the fight animation that happened in the Wano arc. So I didn't hear quite as much general information about that. I just very particularly remember the edits. Well, not edits, but the analyses edits, like slowing down and pausing on fire animations that were like talking about how much, what was it that they smoked? They cooked. They didn't. It didn't say smoke. It cooked. It definitely said smoked. One Piece smoke. No. One Piece fire animation. Smoking on that big mom pack. Mom pack. Yeah. Animator Vincent Pansard. Yeah. Who is French? Maybe this is the person. Yes. Mappa animator for JJK says he won't work for Mappa again. Yeah. And he did the insert of hold on, I'll show it. This. it was like a single frame. Well, not a single frame. It like evaporated in the frame. But he literally put this in the middle of a fight. It was crazy, dude. When it happened, it's all I saw for like a whole entire day. Oh, he also did one for Zoro's. Wait, is there? I need a link. Is there a link? There is, but the post is in Arabic. And I want to see. He apparently wrote, "I love macaroni." Great. That's very cool. I like when people get to do something like that. And it's not too big of a deal. Okay. I didn't do any shoes for this one. And I kind of had to get rid of the build up around the neck. So let's do this. Maybe this is where the bodysuit lore comes in. It's technically also the case for the traditional wear, but the bodysuits are almost always worn these days by gazers. They're just easy common clothes, you know? They keep body temperature and all that easier to regulate. Yeah. I think that's all I can get with that one. I was definitely more interested in doing the traditional wear in this case, because I had a lot more ideas of how and why. The last blog post was about the general history of Ithod, and the one before that was gazers. So this was kind of a step in that. I'm thinking a lot about like history and historical kind of looks and stuff like that to kind of get where things have come from. But it's important to me also to get to current day stuff. So they're very different, but they hopefully share, still can share elements. Like the rope in the back. Hold on. I'll put this actually out here. That'll be for something else. You know how it is. The thick socks still exist. I'll try and like screen cap the stream so I could just like copy and paste it on there. I'm not gonna redraw it again. I thought the way I drew it before was pretty solid. This one, no hat. No hat on this one. Because it's got the hood. They were going to be doing something, with like covering their head or something, they'd just put on the hood. But all the hair kind of makes that impossible, so it becomes more of like a formal, just like a formality to have it, you know? Alright. I want to put down some basic colors.
as well. Just so we can get an idea of the fabricing and all of that. Dude, it's just sweaty. Getting humid. You can tell it's storming outside. Wrong one. I also think that the formal wear is probably just cuter. I'll try drawing it on some other people at some point to make sure that, like, it's not too specifically based or looking good on me. Make sure that, like, also I determine whether or not this is like a single style of formal wear or traditional wear. Like, is this the most traditional? Is it on the leaner side? It's obviously like you have to take time to craft the materials to make the outfit. But does that make it? Is there still like some element of status or such? That can be altered? Is there something even more formally traditional about it that can be done? That's what I'm kind of talking about. Like the difference between a summer kimono and a winter kimono and a wedding kimono, that kind of status, you know. So I want to look into that as well. Oh yeah, we're almost at 3 hours. We'll go to 3 hours. I was thinking about whether or not it's gonna go longer than that, but I think it's a good start for no. Excuse me. Next, I want maybe this. Yeah, creamy almost. Dogs are barking. I think someone is home. So that is to suggest as more like a fur, you know? I think I want to get a little bit more texture on there though. Nice. I'm not gonna texture this one. Merge those and duplicate it. Just so we get it a little bit darker. I was looking at it on my other monitor and it looked kind of light on that one, so. Now, what is the most prized color of the gazer? That is question. What's a good elf color? I suppose a green, right? But I don't really want green surrounded by brown. That doesn't sound nice. Elf color. Christmas elves, that makes sense, you know. Elf color. More elves. Minus part minus decent amount of browns show up as well as gold. But I suppose gold in a traditional outfit would make sense. Let's see. But royal kimonos were like pinks and greens. That's not Japanese. Yes, that's so. Korean, sorry. Isn't Hanfu Korean? Oh, both. Oh, I'm thinking of the hanbok. Hanfu Chinese. Hanbok Korean. Yeah.
They're very different. But also neither of these are what I was seeing. So is it or is it not? Temple. Amfu. Kimono. Amfu. 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 Okay, so there are multiple styles of Amfu. What is this? AI generated? No, it's just old. It's just old. Right? Just old, right? Yes, okay. Bulk, I see the dramas. I'm looking for color, essentially. I want something that goes decently with the brown. Still has... You know... Oh, tracking? There we go. You know, some nice colors in it. That's kind of also, I was thinking of adding some embroidery or something to the edge before the braided part, just to like, if I wanted to keep it white, you know, have somewhere where there could be embroidery. Or where there could be other colors through embroidery. But I was looking at royal kimonos, traditional kimonos and stuff like that, since this is kind of in the style of like kimonos already. I wanted something that would maybe give a similar feeling, you know? See what colors kind of line up. I want to keep within the right range. A lot of it's reds, yellows, and greens. No browns, really. White with a half pink dye. Summer ones? Summer ones have like patterned dyes to that's pretty. I think that might actually be the nicest way to do it. To have it as a light dye over top of it. Question is just like what color, you know? Let's try green first. It's a little froggy. Little froggy. Yellow? In that gold range. A little like. Right, pink and red.
It's gonna be a very bright red. And it's a little too... Actually, let's do blue.
Kinda works. It almost reminds me of like muddy water, though,
With all the brown.
That's not bad.
Let me try just circling through the colors first. You can also put it over here. Might also be that the hat is not suited for being brown. Ooh, the purple's kind of nice.
It's reminding me of salmon. That's what the red reminds me of. There's something about the red that was like familiar, but like this, it's very salmon-like. Orange. Yellow. Huh. I would like there to be a singular color that that way it can be considered a traditional color as well. Like it can be seen as like for a species that can change the color of their hair and stuff, you know? If you use that color, you're trying to appear more formal. Know what I mean?
I kind of like this bluish green.
I think that's even better than the regular blue.
I think we're gonna go with that. And we're not going to do the hat in brown. I think a little too much. We're gonna try.
I think that works better.
All right. This in here. And then I suppose this would be more... It would need to use this color as well. Oops. Do it on the inner, right? And down here. Mm-hmm. The rest would be white. No, let's do a different color. Let's add a color. Add a color. Well, we're getting green in there again. Maybe not on the pants. Maybe as the rest of the cloak. Hood. That's very frog-like. Especially with the feet, the legs being the dark blue part. That's very frog-like. Actually, I'll leave it there and we'll just adjust the color. Whoops, wrong one. Alright. I don't want it to be blue. Oh, the pink's kind of nice. Or the orange. Actually, I kind of like this one. Like almost yellow, almost orange. Why does that look familiar? It's Rowlet. it's the Pokemon Deku. I've seen a lot of Deku going around lately.
Am I saying that correctly? Decadine? Oh, I always. There's zero pronunciation of it. Okay. But the almost brown color of it, let's go with the orange, just so we get away from the brown. I liked the pink. Let's do the pink. And then I could probably also do the pants in pink. That's starting to feel gendered. Know what I mean? It's Jigglypuff. No. Did. Let's try. Try it with the green again, actually, now that I've changed the frog hood. Maybe it'll feel more plant-like. And that would be nice. It works. It's much more plant-like. That's kind of what I wanted. I saw it when I changed the colors from the green to the pink. That they worked kind of nicely together. So. I suppose this hood is... Is it a part of it? I don't know. Oh, we're at 3 hours. Okay. Let's do outfits. I might play around with it a little bit more. I have to get those socks back. This is very frog-like. I'm getting all the frog vibes from these elves. It was very funny. I suppose frogs just have good color palettes, huh? Tomorrow we'll be continuing on, and instead of doing the formal traditional stuff, we'll be doing... what is this? I don't know what that is. This one. Casual and modern wear. We'll do these two. And these ones will probably not color. We'll probably just be like braining a whole bunch of looks from it. Because there's a couple more like specific outfit types that I want to draw that have to do with the environment that the gazers are in. And I want to be able to figure out winter wear for those people, you know? Because their jobs and lives happen outside. So there will be more concepts than this one that we do tomorrow. Specifically probably in casual wear. And maybe one more modern one. But yeah, that'll be all for today. I mentioned it last stream as well, but I'll mention it again. The next 3 months are project based, and then at the end of March, going into April. In April, I'll be going on hiatus. I don't know how long. I don't know what that'll mean at the end of the day. At the end of the time, whenever I'm done with it. But I just gotta think some stuff through. So, these 3 months will be project based, and we'll be doing specific things that I've been wanting to do, that I just want to do. I want to make sure I do before I go on hiatus for who knows how long, you know? So, that's the plan. I'll see you again tomorrow, and I hope you have a good day, whether it's tomorrow or today, and goodbye.